brought to you in glorious stereophonic sound. It's Midnight's Edge After Dark. I'm, of course, your very supreme Mr. Rob Robot Shlomo, coming to you from Shabby Road Studios. With me, as always, Mr. Tom Connors.
Good morning, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon, wherever, whatever it is where you're at.
And joining us, as always, is the ever effervescent Mecha Brandon.
Hello. So I wonder if it's going to be like in stereo if you're listening on like your iPhone or something.
Yeah, you got earbuds. Those are, you got two, yeah. Unless you only got one ear.
Or the speaker, like if you just listen to your speaker.
Yes.
I guess iPhones run speakers.
Yeah, well, I don't have an iPhone, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, and joining us is Mr. Tyler Bioshock Rodriguez.
Heyo, I'm a proud Samsung owner, so I don't have to worry with that.
No relation to Bender Rodriguez.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's also a Samsung.
I'm Bender.
All right. So anyway, let's get going. It's Monday. I hope everybody had a good start to the work week. So anyway, let's can that sound. Let's start. What do we got for news, actually? Tom, what do we got for news so far?
Well, we got a lot of news, actually.
Yeah.
Quit stopping shit.
I stopped the thing by my timer by accident. That's fine. I only lost a couple seconds, so don't worry. We're back on track.
Well, first of all, the big news that we haven't really got a chance to touch on yet was Mr. Rian Johnson claiming, well, let's just say it, Ryan's in denial, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's claiming he sent out a tweet that said, let me see what the tweet said. Gotta pull it up. For God's sake. It says, Mr. Rian Johnson says,
there it is on the screen if you look.
Yeah. I have never once. I have never once.
Let me do this right.
I have never once, not one single time, ever attacked anyone for just not liking the movie. Show me a tweet where I do that, and I have never ever would. But if someone is an abusive asshole, that's a different story. Because I have like zero hesitation, call him out and kick him in the nuts. Stop it, Dodo!
So he's big bone.
Yeah, Ryan's putting on the big boy pants. Ooh.
Now, didn't he delete this tweet?
Did he? I don't know. He did?
I can't find it.
Yeah, I think he did delete that one.
Ryan, did you delete that tweet? Ryan, did you delete that tweet? Now, be honest with me.
I don't know. Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Who might have it been?
Unknown.
Did Miss Kennedy ask you to delete that tweet, Ryan?
Who?
Miss Kathleen Kennedy.
Huh?
Who? Oh, Kathleen Kennedy. Did she ask you to delete that tweet?
Ah, gross! You sick bastard!
Oh.
Quick, do the Rian Johnson voice. Someone says we'll super chat us if we do it. We're shameless.
Ryan, does this have anything to do with you still keeping that trilogy?
Of course I'm still getting my trilogy.
You are? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
oh, wow. Yeah, how far along? How's that working out for you? How far along are you?
Well, these things take the time. I need time, okay? I need time. Quit badgering me on Twitter all day, then maybe I could write my goddamn trilogy.
Okay, so it's Twitter's fault you haven't been able to write your trilogy.
Duh.
Oh, let's see. Oh, thank you. Tim Riggs, thank you for the $2 super chat. Didn't Rian Johnson delete like 20,000 tweets last year? Ryan, how many tweets did you delete?
I didn't delete any tweets. That is fake news, and you missed the super chat from Mr. Willie Woodward, who enjoys my lovely singing voice.
He does. $2. Thank you, Woodward. $2 super chat. Thanks for the voice, Tom. Tom, who's Tom? We're talking to Rian Johnson. And Jaegerbomb, thank you for this $5 super chat. That's why I call him Ruin Johnson. That round-headed douche will not get a trilogy, and I put money on that. and abortion we can all get behind.
What the hell?
But I just confirmed, yeah, he deleted that tweet. There's no tweet from the 25th on his timeline at all.
It's because it never happened. It's fake news.
He did retweet about apparently some couple actually getting together because of his movie.
Really?
Ew. Wow. What's wrong with them?
No, he's like, oh, these two
you
people
really should
found love
talk to a
because of my
therapist
movie.
about this.
Is it because they both hated Last Jedi? I guess that's an
No, I guess
acceptable.
they both love it, but I'm like, whatever. It's something you always retweet.
You're drunk.
They just said that in hopes that Rian Johnson would pay for their wedding.
I can't imagine him doing something like that.
Sucker.
So Rian Johnson at it again. Always at it again. I mean, that's...
If you want to laugh, look at all the movies he could have directed over the years.
What do you mean could have?
By apparently, and I'm not kidding here, he was in the running to direct Terminator Genesis at one point. And it could have also starred Brie Larson, so it could have been an even worse movie.
Now.
Oh, for God's sake. Brie Larson.
Yeah, can you imagine Brie Larson trying to say, come with me if you want to live?
No, I can't imagine that.
Come with me if you want to live.
What are you turning into some kind of feminist?
She has a real vegan voice. Like, she has that little growl, and she doesn't really...
Oh, come with me if you, want to live.
Bitch, are you alive?
We got another super chat. Oh, Captain Hare, yes. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I miss the days of Jewish Tom Rothman and chain smoker Amy Pascal impressions. Those two need to start screwing up again for variety, if nothing else.
What has Tommy Rothman been doing lately anyway?
I don't know.
I've done things I shouldn't do.
That's right, I have. I've done things I shouldn't do. Like I went and I repainted all the Wolverine sets. I thought that was a good idea. The testing showed us that people like a lot of color. With the dark and the gritty. It was just all so mashugana. Tom Rothman, isn't that? But wasn't there more roundhead Rian Johnson news though? I mean, was that it?
Isn't this enough?
Apparently.
That guy was an annoying, greasy-headed loser.
I love his Cartman hat. I really love that. It just fits so perfectly on his perfectly round head.
Actually, you're fucking full of shit because I had to stretch that sumbitch so far. I'm not even kidding. You want to see the original picture? Hang on. Here's a little behind the scenes for y'all.
Is his head so round?
I showed this to Rob. Hang on.
Oh my God.
Now I gotta find it.
Rian Johnson's got like a head like the Telosians from the Menagerie and from the Cage.
Isn't that also what that episode of South Park recently that had Jeff Bezos on? Wasn't he also a Telosian?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Rand, I'm sure you saw the episode.
I don't know.
Okay, hang on here. Here I got it. I think. Well, this isn't the exact same. This is kind of the same one, but it's pretty much the same one. Let me.
So look at that. Yeah. He's
staring in my soul.
Compared to what I had to stretch it to.
Jeez.
Well, that's made for human heads. You probably should have grabbed one off of Cartman because then it would have been actually round. That one's made for like real human heads, and he has more of a.
What's on my text? He's not Cartman. He's a human, so he should be able to fit in the human hat. He don't fit in the human hat. He would fit just fine in the Cartman cartoon hat. Yes. So this is why I don't yell at Rob, because normally we don't make fun of people. It's not something we do. I can't yell at Rob because he's not lying.
Well, Ethan Van Sciver actually on one of his early streams, he pulled out one of those artist tools to draw circles. I don't know what they're called, and he measured. Yeah, and he measured his head into these little patterns of into the circle patterns until he found the right size. And he's like, yeah, see, it's a perfectly round head. It was kind of hilarious. And that just kind of stuck with that. Just become such a meme. Roundhead Rian Johnson.
You know, I can't say anything about Michael Burnham. She's a piece of wood. I can't say anything about Brie Larson. She's a bitch on Twitter and whatever, you know. I stay out of most of those conversations when it comes to that kind of crap. But when it comes to Rian Johnson, he's on the money. Motherfucker's got a round ass head because I had to crush that some bitch so far. It's like twice as wide now as what it was originally. Look at that. It's just insane.
Does he have a crystal skull in there?
I don't know. That's strange.
Well, those would be the stretched ones.
His head must have stretch marks.
Oh, his poor mother.
Oh, no shit, right? Oh, no. God damn.
Talk about passing a bowling ball. Oh.
I love how the first thing I type into Google when I type in what other movies did Rian Johnson almost direct, it's just a Quora answer saying, could the movie have been good if Rian Johnson had not directed it?
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know if it would have.
Okay, let's move on. We got some DC EU whatever news. Harley Quinn's back. We got a teaser for Birds of Prey today. It was like 30 seconds of nothing, really.
Well, she was shaking her ass at the camera and
She's making the kissy face.
duck lips, yeah. So we at least got to see her in the short shorts again. That's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. We got CW's Birds of Prey because that's what the shit looked like to me, anyway. I don't know. And Rob was even confused. He's like, "Is this coming to the CW?" I'm like, "No, Rob. This is from the movie."
Yeah, you people are gonna kill me for this, but I didn't actually much care for Margot Robbie in the role.
She's okay. She was the best part in something that was not that great to begin with.
I thought Will Smith was actually more enjoyable, frankly.
Yeah, he was Will Smith. Rob.
What? Oh, it's got another super chat.
I always thought you over enunciated every single line and tried to sound like she's in the role. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I just hated that way she's talked in that movie.
It's her doing an accent, right?
Well, Tim Riggs, thank you for $2 super chat. There was no saving the Last Jedi script. Yeah, you're right. Well, Margot Robbie's Australian, so I mean, she's trying to do like an East Coast kind of like New York accent. Hello, Mr. J. You know,
she's not the worst though.
Jay.
She's not the worst. That's obviously Jai Courtney because he's the worst thing in almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the one in the Meg?
No, you're thinking of Jason Statham, who's so much better.
Okay.
Like, don't you dare compare those two, please. One guy's a transporter. The other guy was John McClane's son in the worst Die Hard movie.
Yeah, I always confuse them. I guess just because they're all just the kind of the big muscly guys.
I take offense to that for big muscly guys.
Well, maybe they need to be a little more distinct.
Are you saying we all look the same?
All the white ones do.
It is not footage from the movie. It's just a publicity deal or whatever. It's just like what they did with the Joker.
It's a teaser.
Joaquin Phoenix when they had that shit come out. It looks exactly the same. They're shooting some publicity photos and they got some video, whatever. And here's part of it, because I got to look up the exact numbers, but we reported on this, I think, way back when, Rob, where they were changing the regulations on when they could release teasers and trailers and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are complaining that it seems like we're not getting trailers until way late, when it's because they changed the window in which studios are allowed to release things. So I've noticed two things kind of come up. They're teasers, but they're not teasers. So as long as I suppose they don't actually contain any footage from the movie, it doesn't technically count.
Correctamundo.
Yep.
But I think what it all boils down to is the theaters were complaining that the movie studios were releasing the trailers way too early.
Yeah, because wasn't the Force Awakens trailer like December 2014?
A year in advance, and they said that's way too much. So now they're allowed, like I think it's either 6 or 8 months they can do a teaser. It's like 4 to 6 months. I can't remember the exact window. Somebody'd have to look it up. They can release a full trailer, but they're allowed like one tentpole movie a year where they can do a trailer, I think up to 9 or 10 months ahead of time. I can't remember which I think they picked The Lion King for, if I'm not mistaken. But And we have another super chat.
Jing Koroman. Jai Courtney was the best thing in Suicide Squad. I loved a Captain Boomerang movie.
Boy, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
Well, you'd probably be the only one in the theater then. So, I mean,
if it was Tom Hardy playing that role, I maybe might have enjoyed it, but yeah, even then, the script was still pretty bad.
So, yeah, well.
Oh, wow, thanks. That really means a lot coming from you guys.
Have you even seen Suicide Squad, Mecha?
Have you?
No.
It's the textbook example of a movie that was so badly edited over.
Yeah, it looked like that from all the trailers, and I saw all the reviews, and I'm like, I probably wouldn't enjoy it.
It's even worse if you see it in person, where you can just flat out see, well, that was part of this part of the movie, that was edited in, that was, I don't know what the hell that was. It's a mess.
Yeah, I don't think I would like it.
No, you would not like it.
Jake, when Jake saw it, when we did the Summer Movie Spectacular a couple years ago, after Suicide Squad was in theaters, I said, "How'd you like it?" He goes, "It wasn't as bad as Batman v Superman." I said, "That's a low bar, Jake." He goes, "Yeah, but it's the one they cleared." So
it didn't have anything iconically awful like Martha, at least.
Martha. Yes, I'm gonna call say my mother was. I'm gonna save my mother by saying her first name. Yeah,
so you're telling me that Superman could have won the fight if he opened up his phone and started playing Martha, My Dear?
How curious.
No, when he's standing there like, 50 feet above Batman, just looking down on him, instead of saying, "Hey, yo, dude, guess what? They got my mom. And they framed me. Yeah, Lex Luthor. Yeah. Can you help me? Thanks." But, that makes sense.
See, this is one of those movies I think that nobody ever references when you say, yeah, I've seen enough of it from the trailers and the reviews to kind of form an opinion, and I don't think I'd like it, and nobody argues that. But there's so many other things like with Discovery. People are like, well, how do you know you haven't seen it yet? Or Black Panther or any of some of these other things. It's like, well, I know my tastes. I know what I like. I know that I won't like something because of whatever, and something is going to ruin it for me. So I know I won't like, whatever. But I think Suicide gets a pass, or Suicide Squad gets a pass from
Suicide gets a pass? That's a new one.
Suicide Squad gets a pass.
Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes.
That's
probably how David Ayers felt, because boy, he got screwed.
But yeah, this is like the one movie that people say, "Oh yeah, you probably wouldn't like it," and they don't make you watch it first, and they'll jump down your throat for not having seen it.
But well. So, but like I said, it looks like it. Well, like I said, it was probably cheaply shot. They probably did it in an afternoon when they were taking some publicity stills. So I can't fault them for that. But like I said, they made it look like a CW series. Maybe that's the look they're going for.
Is the title still incredibly long and long-winded?
Birds of Prey, daughter of Batman and Catwoman, because you want to see a movie only if it has Batman in it. So we're going to give the audience what they want because the DCEU is failing, and this is we're so completely desperate. So please go see this movie. That's it's
like a title? Genuinely when they announced what the script name was, it was like Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipated Spirit of Harley Quinn. I think is what the actual title was.
Oh, for God's sake!
Let me double check that. I didn't imagine that right. Yeah, it was Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. That's the actual title of the movie.
Because that's gonna sell me on. Because I'm gonna hear that title and immediately run the Fandango and buy my tickets. My good God!
Have pity for the guy that has to put that on the marquee.
They only put half of it. They only put like the first 3 letters.
It's just Birds of Prey. Who gives a shit? You know what this movie is.
I thought it was about Klingon ships. What the hell?
Oh,
Oh, for God's sake.
So, you like being drunk?
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, they were drunk when they came up with that title. How did he come up with these titles?
that's like I said, one of the worst titles I think I've heard for a movie in a while. The name of the Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie is also really kind of terrible.
Can't be any worse than like Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I don't hate the title on its own. It's just the movie itself is just.
It's
terrible.
like the title of 2 different fucking movies.
It's again, Jay.
Well, they kind of were. I mean, with all the reshoots, they kind of are, right?
Yeah, Jake's going. It makes it sound like a court case, like Batman. Like Batman's trying to stop Superman from having an abortion.
Well, actually, that would have been a more successful plan.
Yes, Tim Riggs with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Ka-ching.
Yeah, that was okay. I had to look up what it was. The Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie that's coming out is literally called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, which doesn't flow well.
Is that because the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies was already taken?
I don't know. It's like I can think of a lot better names about a movie about a serial killer that killed like 40 women.
Well, okay. The only good thing I think came from Suicide Squad was, I think it may finally have killed the giant pillar of light at the end of the world MacGuffin.
No, it didn't.
Oh no, that's gonna live on.
Was that in Aquaman? I think it still did that even in Aquaman.
Giant pillar of light was cool. I mean, but they've been doing every freaking thing.
It was cool, but then they did it for every superhero movie throughout the entire 2000s decade.
Well, when somebody comes up with a good idea, everybody else runs into the ground.
It's funny, like Fantastic Four 2005 ended with a fight with a pillar into the sky, and Van Forstick did the exact same thing.
Well, that movie was out. They were out of ideas from the beginning.
Yeah, it's a copy of the other movie no one liked.
Like Amazing Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles. Shit.
Even Disney, I think Big Hero 6 ended with a giant pillar going into the sky.
Didn't the Nostalgia Critic or somebody like always complain about sky portals? There's some YouTuber.
Yeah, that was the guy. It's like he's right. Every single movie seems to end with a sky portal or something coming out of the sky or going into the sky. It's like, come on.
What was the first movie to do? It wasn't Raiders of the Lost Ark, was it?
That's a good question. And Ghostbusters did it too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go both Ghostbusters, the original and the remake.
Well, it kind of makes sense for that because it's ghosts, and whatever, God, the dead rising, and it's got a very supernatural kind of.
That is probably the first time I kind of remember like this portal thing being up in the sky like that. Yeah,
that's the first one I remember. It's probably been done before.
Shit shooting. Oh yeah, probably. But
beam of light, the beam of light trope. Beam of light.
I don't know. I know I've cut quite a few things and videos
trope.
Time again with it.
First wrong as Fisher use in movie. It's got to date back pretty far.
Yeah, Austin Bin's right. Yeah, but Raiders was literally God.
Yeah. Let me see. Pillar of Light from tvtropes.org. Pillar of Light.
The fact that the TV trope tells you all you need to know.
Let's see. Western web comics, video games, music, films, animation, films, light out. Star Trek V, Final Frontier, Fifth Element, Return of the King. Return of the King? No.
What? What did that happen?
That's not Pillar of Light. That's the. Oh wait, that was that. No, that was in freaking Two Towers when they were climbing the Great Steps.
Near Minas Morgul.
Yeah, near Minas Morgul. Yeah, but that was the the Witch Kings rising again though.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't mean the TV movie.
First Avenger, Ghostbusters, Tron.
No, Highlander did it too.
Superman.
Oh, yeah, Highlanders. Superman did. Really?
On Krypton, the 3 criminals just kept arrested independent, seemingly
Oh,
pillar.
yeah. Well, that's because that was the jail thing in the class.
Criterion. It has to be like the bad guy towards the end of the movie has to send a pillar of light up into the sky that means bad things.
Well, according to this, the Fortress of Solitude didn't that was the Phantom Zone. That wasn't really a pillar of light.
No.
I think Raiders of the Lost Ark might have been the first.
I think
to
we're
do
spending
it.
way too much time on this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we are. I was just curious.
Evil
to
Dead
see.
2 did that, and that was 82.
Okay. All right, let's get on to another topic because we're boring people with this.
Yeah, we got some Ghostbuster kind of related news.
Speaking of Ghostbusters,
yeah.
Please be good.
I want a new drug. One doesn't smell too foul. I want a new duck.
What's funny is,
Okay.
Huey Lewis sued him, won, and then Ray Parker turned around and sued him for talking about it and won. And I think in the end, Ray Parker got more out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks.
I said to myself, when I saw this story, I said to myself, "Is she really young, or am I just getting just really old?" I'm like, no. Then I found out, no, she is really young.
She's like 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're going in the Stranger Things direction. Apparently,
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like that either. You think they could have just said?
Oh no! Wasn't that from like the cartoon show? Wasn't that like the Ghostbuster Junior kids that were absolutely terrible?
I didn't watch Ghostbusters cartoons.
Yeah, the real Ghostbusters. There was like it was kind of like the TMNT kids. That was that weird thing where all those '80s cartoons had to put kids in there so that they thought kids would emulate the kids instead of the cartoon characters.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at that. The Knicks are winning 70-67 against Charlotte.
Yay!
Yeah, they're playing Charlotte though. Oh well. Anyway, Ivan Reitman's Ghostbusters 1 and 2 director's son, Jason Reitman, Juno Young Adult, Up in the Air, was announced by Sony Pictures as co-writing and directing a new Ghostbusters film. Dun, 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 directly tied to the original 1984 version. Dun, 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 the version that his father directed. It was reported that 4 kids in the range of 12 to 13 would be cast in the film, including 2 boys and 2 girls. Well, it looks like we have a name vying for one of those young girl roles. HN Entertainment has uncovered a couple audition tapes from a 12-year-old Canadian actress, Sarah Abbott from Black Mirror. I still haven't watched that yet. Who was auditioning for one of the 4 kids' roles in the upcoming Ghostbusters film. Working title, Rust City, previously revealed by THR. Okay, we got a tweet from Boris Kit. The movie has been using codename Rust City during its stealth development. So, okay, obviously they've been at this for a while then. If it's got a title to throw people off.
We said that, Rob. Yeah, because the damn movie's supposed to be out in just over a year. I mean, not less than.
Yeah.
So, they got to start filming this. They're going to start filming this summer. So,
yeah, they're casting. I mean,
also IMDb is not going to help you out. There's another actress named Sarah Abbott that apparently did a lesbian movie called Why I Hate Bees. So, not the same person.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
I'll spare the
the FBI or whatever knocking on your door if you rent that one, I suppose. But anyway,
so
don't call that one.
Okay. Ghostbusting news: Jason Reitman directing new Ghostbusters movie, direct sequel to a super 80s movie. He wrote the script in secret with Gil Keenan, Monster House, Hollywood Reporter, and Heat Vision. Damn it, Caffeine Crash. Abbott is likely best known for playing 9-year-old Sarah Sambrel in the Jodie Foster-directed episode Archangel from last season of Black Mirror. I never seen Black Mirror.
Me neither. I probably should because I love the Twilight Zone. Everyone tries to sell me as like a modern-day Twilight Zone. So,
Well, anyway, and recently took the role of upcoming horror film The Silence from Constantine Films. Hey, those guys, they're still around. From these tapes, it sounds like Sarah Abbott is reading for the social awkward 12-year-old science girl role. as she's trying to learn how to tell jokes to make interacting in a social environment less awkward for herself and others. Oh, for God's sake.
No, that doesn't sound good.
We posted a character description for the girl role not too long ago. The preteen girl certainly sounds like a Jason Reitman character for sure. A science kid that has trouble connecting with others on an emotional level, understanding feelings, and not be aware of how hurtful other comments. So she's fucking Sheldon Cooper. She's Sheldon Cooper. That's what she is. They're casting a 12-year-old female Sheldon Cooper.
Sounds like they're shooting for like a younger Egon, but they're going too far and landing in Sheldon territory.
Here are Egon. Yeah. Well, we'll get into that. Here are Sarah's audition tapes along with the transcription of her 2 scenes while speaking to someone off camera that could easily be an adult or family relative. Okay, sorry, this video has been taken down off of Vimeo from what I heard. Okay, it's got the transcription. Should we read the transcript? Oh, random. Do we want? Let's go through this together. Okay, we'll reenact this. Okay.
Cormoran saying she's the kid from Predator.
Who?
Okay,
the kid from Predator.
I didn't see the Predator.
We'll trade lines. Okay, you'll read the girl role. I'll read the other role. Okay, we'll reenact this. Okay,
all right,
ready?
where is this? I have to load up the article. Oh no!
Okay.
They're redirecting me.
Yes. So we don't have the audition tapes, but we are going to reenact this.
I don't want to support you on Patreon. Where? How far down are we?
Down past where the video says sorry doesn't
exist. Okay, girl.
Okay, Tom. Okay, Tom. You're gonna give us the action beat. Ready?
Well, then I gotta scroll down on this.
Just say and action.
Oh, you just want me to say and action. I thought you wanted me to do
action.
Okay. And action.
I've been working on a joke for people to feel more comfortable.
Okay, let's hear it.
2 chemists go into a bar. The first one says, I think I'll have an H2O. The second one says, I think I'll have H2O2. And then he died.
I don't get it.
H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. You can't drink it. It's poisonous.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah, it's a pretty hilarious joke.
Hey, I got a call from Mrs. Flanagan. She seemed pretty upset.
I asked her if she stopped dieting again.
Why would you ask that?
Because she's gaining weight.
And this seemed like a good idea to bring this up with her.
Are you upset? Your forehead is tight. That usually means you're upset.
That's how you know I'm mad?
That, and you start talking through your teeth. Like this. When you really get angry, your knuckles go white and your neck goes into a stress rash, and you have a sip from your whiskey and you keep behind the towel.
Got it. At your new school, were you planning on making many friends? Okay, now scene 2.
She's so Sheldon. She's so Sheldon.
Yes. Okay, let's scene 2. Okay, Tom, give us the action beat. Ready?
Lights, camera, quiet down over there. We're shooting. Action.
What are you reading?
Joke book.
You're learning jokes to repeat?
Apparently, the engendered environment of trust and warmth.
Sometimes they even make people laugh.
I like jokes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a machine. I just don't pick up on traditional social cues.
Okay, what's your favorite joke?
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
I don't know.
If they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
It's not awful.
I didn't write it.
No one writes jokes. They just kind of exist. Next time someone is telling you something kind of interesting, just say, stop it.
Why?
It makes it seem like you're interested. Here, try it and I'll talk about. Did you know there is more sand in New Mexico than the entire Sahara?
That's not true.
I know. I'm just making it up. Forget about it.
Stop it.
That's not how it works. That's horrible. This is all horrible.
You tell me you're making some of that up. Please tell me you're making some of that up.
No, this is beat for beat what the audition tape was.
No.
Like, this is terrible.
Oh no.
I realize she's just reading for her part, but this is terrible. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
every joke is that I can't tell a joke and I'm socially awkward. Can you tell?
It says one of the bigger issues that with the last Ghostbusters film was the time they spent on production of it. Filming in Canada could save pretty bunny. Oh yeah, they're apparently going to film in Toronto or even Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal.
They're not going to try to pass it off as New York again, are they?
Well, they're looking at Canadian actors, but you know what? The Canadian actors could save them because they can pay them under the SAG minimums. That's the thing.
Well, and if they shoot in Canada, they have to have a certain percentage.
And because they're less likely to yell at the producers.
Probably. Oh no, eh? You're gonna. Oh, let's go bust some ghosts, eh?
Like, oh no, watch out for that moose and beaver.
What's? Oh, there's goat. The dead are rising. What's that about?
It's like, sorry, I gotta put you in the trap.
All right. Oh yeah, we'll put the ghost in a trap. Then we'll go see the Leafs, eh? Yeah, I think the Leafs are playing the Canadians tonight. Okay.
See, that's funnier than what I just heard.
Boot busters.
There we go. You know what? I've actually, I'll be honest. I've always kind of been open to the idea of having Ghostbusters in other cities or towns because there's so many good legends and stories that come from other separate parts of the country or even the world that you could run with.
Well, the original idea was that they were going to franchise it. Remember?
Yeah. It's like, and this has always been like my idea. Like, I wish they would tackle like more famous like ghost stuff. The second movie kind of does that with like a reference to the Titanic and stuff like that. But wouldn't that be awesome if like Ghostbusters fought like Titanic ghosts? Because like some of the building equipment was like made from like I don't know 1912.
Well, they have to go to London. Like
no, Liverpool.
Liverpool, the White Star offices or whatever it is. Yeah.
And they could have like a John Lennon ghost fight.
Oh, so it's just they're trying to put me in the trap, man. They're trying to put me in the trap, man. Come on, man. I'm just a ghost, just hanging out, Just being, man. Just, come on, man. I got tragically shot. I said to Yoko, why don't you stand over 5 more feet to the left? And she wouldn't, and that's what happened. So, all right, I'm bored with this story. Is there anything else we got to talk about?
Well, we kind of have a story that relates to someone who's amongst our panel tonight.
No. I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it, but you're part of it. What has started out as a big old troll campaign by the Star Drekkies, or whatever you want to call them.
What is their hashtag? We are Starfleet.
I'm trying to dance around this.
Oh, for God.
Wait,
for
our
God's sake. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, of course, these trolls, as we brought up in the past, are guilty of everything that they claim everybody else does when they're not. Like being sexist, misogynistic, racist pigs, spreading hate and spewing hate and telling people to go, attack actors and directors and writers and whatnot, when this is the farthest thing from the truth, of course. And never have we ever said whether or not you should like or dislike something, whether you should or shouldn't watch something. The only time that's ever remotely close to anything we've ever said anything remotely close to that is when people ask about things. It's like, well, if you don't want more of something, then don't go see it. Don't, vote with your wallet. But we never have specifically told people not to do something, not to go see something or anything like that, right? Anyway, regardless, moving along. Mecha, of course, is included in that, and Doomcock and the rest, but basically, somebody actually related to Star Trek has gotten involved, have they not? Mecha and possibly another famous person?
Yeah, it's so this got tweeted out by one of like the main sort of troll people, whose name, don't ever mention his name, and please never go and look at his Twitter handle, never go and find him, and never harass him. Please never do that, because I don't want in any way for these people to feel harassed or threatened or anything. Mm-hmm. But he sent a tweet out to Pablo Hidalgo, of all people. And I don't know if he like sent it to him or if it was just like ended up in his feed or whatever. I don't know if it was directly sent from one to another. Pablo Hidalgo ended up retweeting this and
Loser!
And he cropped the person's head, the name off of it. So to, I don't know, protect their identity or what. Said something about, the tweet. Do you want me to read the tweet? Or
I'm not going to show them because so I don't want to have the same problems you had, which you'll get into.
Mhm.
No, go ahead and read all you want.
Okay, so this person, the original tweet says, "Enough is enough. Hashtag Doomcock and hashtag Random Monkey." He hashtagged us instead of added us. AKA Doom Penis and Mecha Trollface are sending their little trolls over to the CBS All Access YouTube channel to dislike and spam the comments with hate. This has got to end. They are toxic idiots who get off on it. Hashtag We Are Starfleet. Hashtag Star Trek. And that is what Pablo Hidalgo retweeted, along with like some song lyric parody thing, which I can't really read. It's kind of scribbled. And a lot of people like alerted me to that. And of course, I had actually sent people to the video. I had reported on the video being uploaded. I said, my exact words were, go over to the video, the free episode, give it a like if you like it, give it a dislike if you don't. Hell, just give it a pity like rather. Give it a pity thumbs up, because Jeremy on Geeks and Gamers has proven likes and dislikes are the same thing. And I went on to a story about how he proved that and blah blah blah. So I said, yeah, give him a like. Even you say, hey, Mecha Random, your favorite YouTube harpy sent you. Yeah, give him a pity watch, because it's kind of no fun kicking the thing that's down if nobody's there to see it, right? If nobody knows what it is. So a lot of people don't even know what Star Trek Discovery is. It's free on YouTube. They let that story completely slip through the cracks. Like, seriously, like they didn't tell anybody. I report on Star Trek every day and I didn't even see that. And yeah, so I think like Friday night or Saturday morning or whatever, I posted my thing. Yeah, I said, go over, give them a pity like, whatever. And that is what this whole thing started with, because these people took that as I said, go and thumbs down and whatever, and dislike and give them nasty comments.
Actually, did you even say anything about nasty comments?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I said give them a pity like and tell them if you like it. Tell them what you think of their show. I think I said be honest. If you don't like it, tell them. Which is true. I mean, you could tell them in a nice way if you don't like it. I don't even know. I'd have to go back and watch my video. A lot of the times I don't watch my videos after the fact, but no, it's one of those crazy instances where this tweet got out and it got sent out and retweeted by Pablo Hidalgo, who's, I guess, part of Lucasfilm's story group. Now, I can't tell if he was defending or condemning what he was retweeting, so that's all I'll say about that. I don't know what his actual thoughts were, or if he was the one who wrote the song. I didn't really read the little song lyric tweet that they put with it. But then there's another thing that's kind of related. On another video I made talking about Anson Mount's tweet, I reported that, maybe Anson Mount let it leak that Star Trek Discovery is canceled. What's up with this tweet he made? So then Jeffrey Hunter's son, what's his name, Chris Hunter, got involved with the whole thing, telling people on his Facebook to go and attack me, saying I'm the worst type of hater and whatever, and go give her angry comments. It's just it just kind of snowballed from there. And then there are other people.
Sound even a little more innocent than it really is, though, because this guy is actually calling people out to go to your channel and ostensibly attack you with nasty comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
it's bad enough if you're just a normal person and you tell somebody to do that, but this guy is actually connected to Star Trek, and now he's doing exactly what they claim that we're doing when we're not.
Mm-hmm. Except I actually have proof that they're doing it. Like, anytime that they say, oh, you said this, you said that, they are making claims that I said racist comments about Sonequa Martin Green, because they're pulling at anything they can. And then they said, oh, no, you're associated with somebody who said something racist.
Let me
comments.
guess, because you said would.
No. It's somebody on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I don't even have a personal Facebook account. If I wanted to talk to people from high school, I didn't want to talk to them then. Why the fuck do I want to talk to them now? The point is,
I say the exact same thing.
Seriously though, they're out there saying I said this or that because it's somebody I think posing that was like associated with me said some comment. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck this person is. I've never seen this person. I don't have Facebook. I don't even recognize them from anything. How am I associated with this person?
Yeah, they try to. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But no, they try to. That's their biggest thing is if they can't find anything on you directly, they try to make you guilty by association in some way. Like they'll try and pick, oh, you're friends with so and so, or you're in this group, and you're this and that and the other. So you must be a racist, bigot, misogynistic pig. Even though, let's go back to the original tweet that started the one whole thing to begin with. Remember? Where he called Mecha troll face.
And Doom penis.
And this unnamed person, I went on and on about it yesterday for a while, and he just would not accept the fact that he was doing exactly what he was claiming everybody else was doing, even though all of his claims were bullshit. And he was stretching to no end to try and make his claims valid to the point where he was even posting clips from people on Facebook. Now, again, normally we don't tell you to go out and do whatever to people, but if you're somebody from our Facebook group and you think one of your comments might be screenshotted there because there is a few over there, go ahead and flag them because that's your personal right. That's your personal business because this is exactly what they're flagging Mecha for. Other than that, don't do anything. Because if you're that person, you have every right in the world to protect your privacy. And Facebook, our Facebook group is a private group. And I told this guy that. So that's the problem. These guys are doing exactly what they claim everybody else is doing. They're using dirty fucking tactics. They're going out there and actually telling you to not only attack somebody online personally, but a woman no less. And isn't that what they're saying, that we don't like Star Trek Force because it's got women's in it now?
Not only that, I get to use this, an LGBT woman. I don't always get to use that one, but no, and that's what they're doing though. They're taking stuff, like this guy, this Chris Hunter guy on his Facebook said the worst hater in Star Trek pleaded post nasty comments on her YouTube page. ... Grr. And he said, please wrong. But, seriously.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to deny that that's what he's telling people to do. And he deleted his post, I guess, too.
He did delete it after I complained to, basically Star Trek writers room, all these people. I said, look, this is what your people are doing. They're coming out of the woodwork. Right. They're going after us. They're trying to tag us in things. They're trying to... I made a video. Okay, so I made the video. I showed the tweet. I showed the Facebook post. That got flagged for using people's personal information, and that video will be deleted right before the 48-hour deadline. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It shows everything, and that video will be deleted and is mirrored on every site. Please go download it, take it, back it up, post it wherever. Take it. I don't care. That video is free for you guys for forever. I will link that video for you guys here in the chat right now. That video actually got flagged, and I have to take it down or edit out the personal information. I have 48 hours to do so.
So yeah, so not only did you just get the regular standard demonetization, that's not what you're talking about.
No.
You're talking about an actual flag. That's what I wanted you to make very clear.
Yeah, you have
been ordered to take this video down.
Or edit it, or edit out all the personal information. So I said that. I made a video posting, hey, these people are coming after me because I showed this tweet and I said that. And that video got flagged. And all I did was mention the instances that are going on. And I used the name Pablo Hidalgo as saying he's the one who retweeted, but I don't think I don't know what his association is other than that. And please don't harass anybody. And that video got flagged when all I did was show my channel, like my own channel, my own personal channel information. So, yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah, and needless to say, this is just bullshit.
Oh, and then after that, I made a video saying, hey, this second video got flagged, and then that video got demonetized. So, yay.
It's getting to a point where, to me, I think it constitutes harassment. Borderline stalking in some ways, because not only do these people go after you, they go after people that They go after your friends. They go after your family. They try to get into your, your social media accounts and see who they can fuck with. It's bullshit. It is utter bullshit. And these people are claiming that we're going after fans and we're going after people on the show. No, we're not. We have never once. There's fans that like to come and talk shit on our comments. That I'll say. But we never have told them not to watch the show, or we generally say, fine, it's a good thing you like it. Just because we don't doesn't mean we're going to conform to your opinion. We have a right to our opinion. That's what we do here. But we don't tell people what to do. We don't tell people what to say, nor will we ever tell people to go attack anybody personally, especially over a goddamn TV show. And that's the part that I really wanted to boil it down to, because in the end, that's what this really all is about. These people are justifying attacking people like Mecha and Doomcock and even us and anybody else involved in this Star Trek wars personally over a fucking TV show. Okay? Mm-hmm. These are the same people that turn around and say, oh, you're making a big deal over a TV show. No, you people are making it personal over a TV show.
Yeah, they try and get you thrown off of your channel. They try and get your livelihood taken away from you.
When all we're doing is griping about entertainment. We're not griping about people personally. Yeah, we take some pot shots, don't get us wrong. But these same people have taken pot shots at the fans as well. So to me, that's fair game. But when you're really not getting people, because you could rally a whole bunch of people if you really wanted to go after these fuckers, but you're above that. Okay. But that's exactly what this guy's doing, because he's taking what little claim to fame he has from his daddy and trying to make you a martyr in the end, I guess, because that's really all he's going to accomplish by this. He's a fucking moron, if you ask me. And I'm sorry, that's the worst thing I'm going to say about him, but it's true. You look at what he did. It was stupid. It was fucking stupid.
It was hateful. It was hateful. It was spiteful. And he's a grown ass man and should fucking know better. I mean, he needs a spanking. He is not the nearly living up to his father. I think he's just pissed because Anson Mount is probably getting more attention than his dad did on Star Trek.
Well, I don't want to speculate any of that kind of crap, but I'm just saying.
I speculate.
Right along, I know, but this goes right along with what we started the whole show off with, the whole Rian Johnson thing, is these people in power who do attack fans in ways, and then they don't even, oh, no, I didn't. And they don't even see how there's anything wrong with that. It's like, dude, it's bad enough when you got just a normal basement dwelling troll, as they like to say, going out there and starting some shit with people. It's a little different when you got somebody who's an actual celebrity or somebody in a place of power doing that, because you've got blind followers who will go to whatever extreme.
Yeah, and this person is the son of the actor who played original Captain Pike.
Yeah,
so he is in the fandom. He is one of the people. He goes to the conventions. He's in the in crowd, and this is why it's a problem, because he might as well be a cast member. He's representing the brand. It's kind of like how Adam Nimoy is there representing the brand, even though he wasn't really on the show. He's still related to the brand. He's still associated with it. And that is what they're going to look at. They're going to look at, and that's why it's so awful that they're doing that crap, have your little jokes, have your little, like Anson Mounts has come back and had little jokes about us reporting that maybe Star Trek Discovery is canceled off his tweet. And that's fine. That's great. He's not actually... So I didn't really read the tweet. Was he attacking us? I mean, he might have said, blindly, oh yeah, the trolls are making a laughing point stock out of it, but that's fine, just to laugh it off as trolling, whatever.
Yeah, but we've been hearing some rumors too, so I'm not going to go there. But
yeah. I mean, the more they deny this, the more I get attacked and because that's basically the thing. They really noticed when I reported that maybe Discovery might be canceled because Anson Mount tweeted about unemployment. He's tweeting about two out-of-work actors will act for food. Anson Mount and Ethan Peck are both on Star Trek Discovery. What does this mean? I mean, I don't know what it means. It might mean that they're not coming back for season 3. It might mean that there is no season 3. We don't know. And that's what I speculated on. And that's what my video was. And that's the biggest fuss. And that's when... the trolls are coming out of the woodwork, the flagging, the CBS people, the CBS people who are now coming at us in full force. Why are you protesting so much? Why are you so upset?
We can't say anybody who's directly connected with CBS has.
Not that I can officially prove. Not that I can officially prove. It just feels like they are, because of how much they care about it. Why would your average fan care about it that much? Why? You know, it's like you care about it so much, like you're being paid to care about it so much. To go around out of your way to like disprove me, to discredit me, to get me thrown off the internet. What big secret am I leaking here that you guys aren't wanting to be out there? You know, because my video is 100%. It's a little clickbaity in the title, but it is absolutely accurate. Is Star Trek Discovery being canceled? Question mark. I don't know. Or is Discovery canceled already? I guess. Question mark. Big question mark in the title. Here's why I think that. What do you guys think? And they can't do anything about that video because it is pure speculation. It's an opinion. They can't censor my opinion. And they're so pissed about it, probably. At least I would be if I were a big company trying to keep a secret that a show's canceled. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, because if everybody found out if Star Trek Discovery season was canceled, then they wouldn't watch the one that's on right now. Mm-hmm. And there's a few things, like we said, that have kind of pointed to the possibilities that the show may be done. I'm not going to say for I haven't.
We don't know.
Yeah. It would kill interest in the show. It would kill interest in the show, and why get invested in this series if it's not going to go anywhere, if it's not going to come back.
Yeah, if I might add, so does that mean that Jason Isaacs is now nicer to us than this Hunter's kid?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, Sadiqa Martin Green has taken shots at us saying, I expected Star Trek fans to be better than to use racist attacks. And
she hasn't directly attacked us yet, has she?
Yeah. She was in a video. I made a video about it. She was like, she was asked about Doctor Who fans not accepting.
Well, it's not a direct, because Jason Isaacs was literally at us.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't.
I don't know. Well, I don't even know if Jason Isaacs knew. Jason Isaacs didn't have any clue who the fuck we were. Rob and I just commented on something that he had commented on, and it just turned into this little spat. Mm-hmm. But it never turned into anything we can say, though. It never did degrade into anything to where anybody was calling each other names. We're telling other people to jump on board with somebody's opinion or attack anybody or anything like that. It was simply, something they had said. We said something back. They had responded to that. A few more responses later. And it ended after a while. It didn't escalate to a point where it was beyond anybody's control or where it shouldn't go.
And the thing is, you can always mute somebody. You know how many people I have muted on Twitter? Like, I don't want to
block. I've ended up blocking after a while.
I tend to mute people because blocking seems kind of petty.
Yeah.
Oh, this person's been blocked. I'm like, and they know you've been blocked. I'm like,
I used to resort to muting for more of them, and then I found out that they came back a few months later and were stalking my Twitter feed and flagging me last time. So now I'm blocking them.
Yeah. Well, it seems like blocking someone. It's just like I blocked him. I'm like, and it's just like, I've only been blocked by a couple people. So
who are those people?
One was one of the writers from Discovery. Josh Nardino, I think his name, former Gilmore Girls writer. And the other one was Jeff, King of Clickbait Snyder. So who's been yeah. Well, and Wilford Brimley.
I always get blocked by like the Star Wars people, like all the usual ones. I haven't been blocked by Rian Johnson yet, but Chuck Wendig and
I got blocked by this guy Nardino because everyone was patting him on the back for that Harry Mudd episode or whatever it was, and I was just like, what the fuck did I just watch? How is anybody saying this is good?
I'm kind of offended that Rian Johnson has not blocked us.
You think he would? I mean, geez, we talk enough about him. So, we got another super chat. Seems like, she expected Tim Riggs. Thank you, $5 super chat. She expected Star Trek fans to take whatever garbage the sun shoved down their throats because they had Star Trek label on. Face it, your character sucks. Mm-hmm. Yes. The Demon's Reflection. Am I blocked? I don't think I'm blocked by Steve Shives. Steve Shives probably doesn't even know who I am. I don't think I have any interaction with Steve Shives. I kind of like his channel too.
Well, we're blocked by Wes Loomis in his heart.
Yeah. Steve Shives, some of the atheist stuff kind of wears on me. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that, but and it's like, you believe whatever you want. I believe whatever I want. That's fine. But at least he's not a dick about it though, Some people are just some people are, but Steve Shive's got he does the Trick Actually series. That's actually pretty good. Tim Riggs. Steve Shives has blogged 100 times more people than he's ever known. He's a long time bot block user. I don't like I said. I have no interaction with the guy. So what do I know? You don't need to interact with him for him. Let's find out. Let's find out if I'm blocked by him. Yeah, let's find out. this segment's gone on way too long.
I think I'm blocked by like. Oh, who is Rob blocked by?
Yeah, who's
It's time to play. Are you blocked?
Well, I'm blocked by nobody, but I use so little, so it's.
Okay, Steve Shives. Let me see. Am I blocked by him? No, I'm not blocked by Steve Shives.
No, we gotta play like we gotta play like Maury. You are not blocked.
Do we have crowd noise? Do we have crowd noise?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Nah. I gotta get a soundboard program. A lot of ones they want you to pay for.
No.
So it keeps me from having like a ton of browser windows open, browser tabs open.
Yeah.
So okay, now let's we've spent entirely too much time.
There is some real quick news.
Let me get my notepad.
The Blumhouse is going to be taking over the Dark Universe for Universal. That was
Really? Not dead.
No, I don't know if the old version's dead or not. I don't think they're going to pick up where Mummy left off necessarily. They're probably going to start afresh, but it's a move in the right direction, and I'm sure this is a direct result of Halloween 2000.
Oh, geez, I imagine.
What do you think? Oh, go ahead, Rob, first, then Mecha.
I was about to say, you mean Alex Klutzman hasn't completely killed something?
Jason Blum's better than Alex Kurtzman.
Better than Alex Kurtzman is not a high bar. We have to remind ourselves.
No, I mean, the Blumhouse is where all the horror is. So,
where all the whores are.
Horror.
Damn it! I did my joke there. I was gonna say that too.
Giggity, giggity.
I don't know. I mean, as long as it's not Alex Kurtzman, I mean, that was just horrible. That was so bad. That looked so bad from the trailers, and that's the one I wanted to watch. I wanted to like that, but I just couldn't watch it because of the trailers. Like the one where they forgot to put the sound in. And
oh, that was a glorious last day of some intern.
I still haven't watched it either. I'll be honest.
I've seen it. It's. Have you seen American Werewolf in London? Imagine that, but 10 times shittier and with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard.
I love American Werewolf in London.
I love it too.
That's one of the few horror movies Rob's likes.
Yeah. Tim Riggs, thank you for the $5 super chat. The landmines my parents' dog leaves in the backyard after he gets into the garbage are better than Alex Kurtzman. Oh god! I went down. I go out and I actually Slarno or Slamo. I'm gonna say Slamo.
RJ,
thank you for $1 Canadian super chat. Thank you very much. Talk about like big like turds. There's a park near where I live, and if you go to the park, there's like Canadian geese. Those those things are big. Those things are big. They're mean, and they quite literally. And this has been proved by science. They poop every 7 minutes, but they leave like big cigar turds everywhere. So you always got to be careful.
When I was a kid, I used to feed them like toast. Don't do that.
Why? Why not?
Because they'll swarm you.
They do.
And they're mean. They're mean.
They're really mean if you anger them.
Yeah.
As a little kid, I had one chase me.
Patrick Ollinger, Rob, have you seen a werewolf movie called The Howling? No, I know of it, but I have not seen it.
Oh, Tom knows it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of similarities with American Werewolf in London, but it's directed by Joe Dante, who of course went on to do Gremlins and shit like that. It's all right. It's not as good as American Werewolf in London, but it also has a sense of humor, kind of like American Werewolf in London does. So
it's no Howling 2.
Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've seen The Howling 2. It's been a long time.
It's pretty forgettable.
Not the first one, but that's it.
So, American Werewolf in London? That's Joe Dante.
No. That was
That was John Landis.
John Landis. That was it.
Joe Dante did Howling.
Imagine the John Landis freaking Animal House and American Werewolf in London. I mean, it's like, well, kind of both stylistically same. Share a lot of similar, aspects stylistically.
Really, I don't remember that scene when Blutarsky gets his throat cut out.
Well, kind of like the injecting humor into very awkward kind of situations.
Yeah,
a lot of very sophomore kind of things.
Like the guy dropping all the plates and on the floor, and that.
The David Kelso's running naked. He grabs the guy's balloons. Grabs the guy's coat, a naked American man stole my balloons. What?
I think oh my god, I was calling him David Dunn. Who's the friend in that again?
I don't remember.
Something Dunn.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't remember.
It's the guy from After Hours, and I think he was Carrie Fisher's best friend.
Hmm.
It's like he kind of steals the movie for me with who?
Griffin Dunn? No.
Griffin Dunn, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He steals the movie for me. The sarcastic, I'm dead and I'm gonna have some fun.
All right, don't we got another story to talk about, don't we?
Well, there was. First of all, I think we're getting a Child's Play trailer next week. We're not getting Star Wars trailer during the Super Bowl, but we are getting Avengers and that fucking Fast and Furious spinoff. Which every time I like for a second think, I'm getting Calvin and Hobbes movie. Oh, it's Shaw and Hobbes. Never mind.
Oh, Captain April, you should be ashamed of that joke.
Is this the female Fast and Furious spinoff?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what they're saying.
The Femme and the Furious, yeah.
As I said on Facebook, because we all know Michelle Rodriguez is an Oscar-winning actress.
Oh no, that's a different one. They've got a whole nother female-led Fast and Furious spinoff they're working on too.
I can't even think of any female. So what, is Gal Gadot going to come back from the dead along with Jordana Brewster?
Oh.
Spoiler, I guess, for the fifth movie.
You're laboring under the impression that I've actually watched these fucking movies.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, spoiler, who cares? Like, because Gal Gadot was in the fifth movie and then she dies at one point. And
she was in the movie? I didn't know she was even in it.
She was in it.
I didn't watch them. I think I watched like one or two of them, I think. I don't know.
They're all interchangeable. It's fast, car go fast, boom, explosions, blah, 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 blah.
That's why I don't watch them.
As I always say, man drive car fast works in any language.
That's every 20 minutes.
Yes.
I can just play Mario Kart. I can just be playing Mario Kart and then I can interact with it.
Somebody broke down one of the drag racing scenes. Drag racing usually takes maybe 8 seconds or whatever it is. They showed them shifting gears and on the gas in a quarter-mile drag race, which should take place in max 12 seconds. They showed him for 3.5 minutes.
Well, if you want to laugh, I think Fast and Furious 6 has a scene where they're racing down a runway with jet airliners, and the scene goes on for 10 minutes. It has to be the longest runway in the world.
Yeah, 6,000, literally 1 mile long runway. Yeah, like I said, man drive car fast. It's like I said, it works in any language. So.
I can't find myself to hate those movies. They're too stupid to actually hate.
Yeah. What's funny is when I hear millennials, car ownership is bad. Car ownership is nobody owns the cars are the thing of the past, and then a Fast and Furious movie comes out. See all these yahoos. They take their Honda Civic EX down to let's see what this baby could do.
It's funny. I think the first movie was actually pretty grounded, and then by the 8th movie, they're racing submarines in the Arctic, and they really should go to space. They say they're not going to, but they should go to space.
They probably are.
Was it the 7th one has The Rock flexing a freaking cast off and then grabbing a minigun and just fighting I think it was the transporter guy.
Oh, Jason Statham, yeah.
Jason Statham, yeah. And his mom's played by Helen Mirren, who actually has a small role in the 8th movie. It's absurd nonsense, and I can't help but kind of like it.
Well,
I don't fault anyone for liking them. They're just not my style. I watched 20, 30 minutes of the first one, and I'm like, yeah, this is not my kind of movie.
I don't remember who it was. Conan O'Brien. It was one of those late night hosts that had one of the best summary jokes of the series, which was Fast and the Furious 5. They interview the screenwriter, who's a 5-year-old kid who just goes, and then I put the car, and then it goes through the train, and then the kaboom, and then the more kaboom.
Oh, so Alex Kurtzman wrote it.
Yes, actually.
Did he really?
No, not really.
Because I know sometimes he does.
It's just that the screenwriting could have been literally done by a 5-year-old.
Oh God. See, that's probably why I don't watch these. I just they're in one ear and out the other, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh yeah, it's just like I get more enjoyment out of it because of how silly it is. The sillier it is, the better, frankly.
Well, we call it. Someone said by 1903 TX, millennials don't say car ownership is dead. And the media says that about millennials. Well, but you do get the couple that dress like lumberjacks and live 100 miles from the nearest tree. Like, I don't drive a car because like that's so damaging to the environment. And like I ride a bicycle, and meanwhile their iPhone, which was made by slave labor, and they actually did a study about this. Apple servers were actually being powered out in Silicon Valley by coal-fired power plants, which were actually more damaging to the environment than car ownership. So, I mean, like I said, climb down off that high horse there, Linus or Spencer or whatever the hell your name is.
Joker's every 9. I like canon films too. If you were to put on Deathwish 3 right now, I'd have a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, even though she has my last name, I don't think much of Michelle Rodriguez in almost anything.
All right. Is there anything else to talk
Charles Bronson's second niece. No, you're gonna die.
Well, the Simpsons gag, Deathwish 9, I wish I was dead.
Dead.
There's like 5 of them.
What you were doing? What was that? Yeah. What was that Charles Bronson film series we were doing that time? That joke about that
wasn't it Deathwish?
It was Deathwish, yeah, but yeah. Charles Bronson in. we were having a fun time with it.
It was. I don't know what it was now.
Charles Bronson and the Grinch or something like that, was it?
I don't remember. Yeah, but it was.
Oh no! It wasn't Charles Bronson. It was Burl Ives from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer introducing movies.
Oh, my Burl Ives bit.
Oh yeah, we love that.
Which sounded a lot like Charles Bronson.
Yeah, this is kind of similar. You never heard the story of Deathwish? Well, pull up an iceberg and I'll tell you.
Man lost his family. Then he went on a rampage to kill the gangs.
Raped him.
It's funny. I think I'm pretty sure wasn't that Jeff Goldblum's first ever role was like smiling rapist number 2.
Yes, he was smiling rapist number 2.
Put that on your resume. See how far you can get in Hollywood.
There's a guy, I circulate this occasionally on Facebook. There's a guy who made a Death Wish parody trailer. Opens like every Charles Bronson trailer. New York, a city full of elitist assholes, and police that can't do anything about it, except one man who got completely fed up. Charles Bronson is killing hipsters. He's just blowing away.
Got the little gunshots in between before the title.
Are you basically talking about that one little scene in GTA 5 where you kill hipsters for 20 minutes?
Damn! He goes, you'll all be retro when I'm done with you.
It's like I can't die. I gotta finish my screenplay.
I thought this neighborhood was gentrified. Oh, I just want a food truck.
It's funny you say that because now what the Death Wish movies are mostly known for, right?
Yeah.
Tyler probably knows what I'm talking about.
Killing hipsters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Not hipsters.
Nihilist wants somebody to punch Rian Johnson in the nuts.
Death Wish to a modern audience is probably best remembered for a white guy shoot black people.
Well, I wasn't putting it like I said, people of the not white persuasion, but I guess if you want to just put it out there, yeah.
Yeah, maybe be blunt.
Well, Charles Bronson was Mexican though, so wasn't he?
I know, but for some reason, 90% of the people that get killed in the movies are either black or Hispanic.
Well, the first movie, the third movie, they're a rather multi-ethnical punk gang that kind of wants to
this is more the third and fourth movie when they kind of became more parodies of themselves in a way.
Oh, the third movie is amazing where he gets a freaking like Browning machine gun, he like mows down like 700 people.
Really bad. And then I think the last one tried to bring it back a little bit, but
it couldn't.
Yeah, it was just
Also, what does it say that like the remake couldn't even put it in New York? It's too gentrified.
See, the remake could have been decent, but it
wasn't.
Well, there's still parts of New York that are kind of gritty,
yeah, but you couldn't make a whole movie about it.
Nowhere near where like it was in the 70s.
70s like New York. That was the era of. Sorry,
I was gonna say only the first Death Wish takes place in New York, from my memory.
No, the third one he goes back.
Does he?
Yeah, he goes back after his entire family's been raped and murdered, and he finds his best friend they never talked about, presumably raped and murdered.
I fucking have 2 copies of most of them, and I haven't watched them in a while. That's how forgettable they are.
Oh, the third one's it's pretty memorable to me.
Well, they're all memorable for the wrong fucking reasons. That's the problem. Is generally they got a future famous actor as a bad guy, a lot of bad acting, some over the top action sequences.
I think I said that one of the rumors that Denzel Washington is like one of the punks that gets mowed down in like the first movie, but I don't think that's true.
There's, let's see.
I can't verify that. Yeah.
There's a
Well, that I know that Alex Winter was in part 3.
He's the punk in the third one. Yeah.
But no, they're just 80s schlock mainly that started from a decent premise.
Yeah, which if you lived in the 70s, it made a lot more sense because that was the era of New York, Ford the City dropped dead, and people literally not picking up trash, everyone being on strike. It was a mess.
Oh man, but New York was great back in the 70s. I mean, I was a little kid, but
it was also the golden age of the. Sorry.
I mean, I was a little kid, but but it was just like New York just had this sort of mystique about it in the 70s and the early 80s.
Yeah,
you had to be tough to live in the city, not like it is now.
Yeah, it was a taxi driver era.
Oh yeah, the taxi driver Serpico era.
Also, the era of the serial killer too, where you had to look out for like Ted Bundy or
Son of Sam. Every time I would go out to the airport or go to New Jersey, I would you'd have to drive past this big apartment complex called Co-op City. That's where Son of Sam used to live.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, Marina Sirtis was in Deathwish 3.
She was.
She gets out. Yeah, she gets violently raped and murdered.
Yeah. It's not a Deathwish movie if somebody's not getting violently raped or murdered at some point.
Pretty much. It's kind of why I'm surprised they even bothered to remake it nowadays.
Well, here's the thing. They made the same mistake. Don't get me wrong. I mean, because, Charles Bronson's synonymous with the film. But he was miscast then. But at least he kind of played the character right, even though he was playing against his normal type. Bruce Willis was the wrong fucking cast.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because the whole point behind this story is the guy is like, first of all, the real Paul Kinsey, from what I remember from the book, is extremely like anti-gun and all this other shit. And
he's a liberal pacifist.
Yeah, and so like that part is a big part. So you don't picture him, and I don't think that you describe him in the book as the kind of guy like Bruce Willis is. He's a schlubby, kind of like average, middle-aged kind of guy. Like not the most. That's the whole point, is you don't suspect him. He's the least suspecting, individual as far as these killings are going, because just as far as people know him, and he doesn't seem to be the type of guy who would be out gunning people down in the middle of the night kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But when you think of Bruce Willis, that's what you could think. I can think of him gunning down people in the middle of the night in real life. So
yeah. It's and I like The Shining, but The Shining had the same problem too, where I'm like, in the book, Jack Torrance's supposed to be like a kind of normal dad that has you falling over the edge, and in the movie, it's like, oh, Jack Nicholson doesn't need any excuse to go over the edge.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss, not now because he's too old, but like he would have been a better choice. Yeah.
Yeah. I love The Shining a lot, but that's just a point I've always makes. I read the book, and it's pretty different.
So in other words, they should have got Seth Rogen, I guess, to play it.
Oh my God. That would have been,
it's gonna hurt.
God. He's giving everyone weed.
You know, if you were smoking a little weed with me, you guys wouldn't want to kill everybody and rape everybody.
Oh god, that reminded me of one of the other funny bits in the third movie where he's actively baiting people to try to steal from him so he can then shoot them legally.
No, actually, what you do is you go for somebody who's like the Tom Hanks type. You know what I mean? Like that kind of type.
Oh, that would have been really interesting if it was Tom Hanks.
Well, even Harrison Ford probably could have pulled it off because he's really good at playing that timid kind of guy who has to come out of his shell. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm just imagining Tom Hanks just like, oh man.
Well, anyway, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we saying again?
I think we've drugged this show out long enough. I think it's time to put
Yeah.
I guess I can mention one thing before we go, and that is, did any of you know the B-52s?
Yeah.
I know that. Pop star.
Yeah, that band. My dad had a story a couple weeks back where he was saying that he went to a concert with his girlfriend and his best friend sent like a few aisles up where they were watching a Joe Jackson concert, and then the freaking two girls from the B-52s actually went up, were actually right in front of my dad's friend, and they realized their hair was so big it was blocking his view, so they literally dragged him up to like them and started dancing with them as they were watching the freaking concert, and he was jealous, and just because his friend talked about it for weeks on end.
Oh, okay.
Just drop in mind for a
I've
moment.
done things I shouldn't do.
Yes, clearly.
All right, kids. Like I said, we've dragged this out. Deathwish Remembered. That's what this time index is going to say.
Last question, which is Mike Dumas. Did Tom Hanks ever fire a gun in any movie besides Saving Private Ryan?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
He hasn't played a cop or anything in any kind of movie.
See, there's just no reason not to.
Yeah, you know, there might be the best ever Onion headline ever, which is "World loses faith in humanity as Tom Hanks mows down family."
Turner and Hooch.
Did he shoot somebody in Turner and Hooch? Oh, he was. He was.
He was also in Dragnet.
He was in Dragnet?
Yeah, he was.
With Dan Aykroyd.
That's right. Did he shoot a gun in the Burbs? I can't remember. Somebody said the Burbs.
I don't think so.
He shot a gun in the Burbs.
Oh, Road to Perdition. Yeah, he did. He's a mafia hitman.
Oh, yeah, he's a mafia hitman.
Yeah, he kills everybody in that movie.
Way wrong, dude. No, I'm just picking on you. Oh, shit.
There's a good scene though where he's talking to Dan Aykroyd. And Dan Aykroyd's just doing like a bad Joe Friday impression, even though he doesn't. It's just Joe. He's eating a salad while Dan Aykroyd's eating a hot dog. Yeah,
isn't he?
Oh, Patrick Ollinger.
I forgot.
Patrick Ollinger. But anyway, he's saying to Dan Aykroyd, "Do you know what falls into a industrial sausage press?" And he's just rat hair and bug expert. He goes, "I hate you, Strebeck. I really do." So, oh yeah, he shoots a gun and does he shoot a gun in Forrest Gump? No, I don't think he does. I don't know what's like. Patrick Ollinger wants to know: would I ever interview Brandy Love? I would love to interview Brandy Love. Are you kidding me?
He would love to do a lot of things to Brandy Love, probably.
Yes, I would.
He'd love to do anything to any girl if he could.
Yeah, well, I'm
consentfully.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Giggity, 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 giggity.
All right, kids. Anyway, let's wrap this up here. If you like the show, you like what we do, you like everything about us, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you're notified of all the latest content uploads. Then click like, because up or down, likes or interaction counts the same way. If you head over to the main channel, click like and subscribe there. Head over to Patreon, support us for as little as $1 a month. Bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, uncut audio, my 10-minute stand-up set, and more. And as I always say, if you don't have the means to support us on Patreon, click like, subscribe, share, and both channels, because we cannot do this without you. Mecha, tell me about your channel.
I am MechaRandom42 while it's still there. I do have the video available. I linked it to you guys in chat for the video that will be taken down in a couple of days if you want some more reference to a lot of the stuff we're talking about here tonight. Hopefully my channel will still be there too. Yeah, I complain about Discovery a lot, and I speculate, and I rant, and I'm cute, I guess.
Yes.
Also, I have a new studio over there if you want to check out what the new studio looks like.
Oh, speaking of boing boing, there was a weird update yesterday. I read about Rob's favorite porn star.
Nina Hartley?
Actually, yes. Because when that guy Roger Stone got arrested a couple days ago, apparently they found him in his office. He has a giant freaking autographed picture of him holding a Nina Hartley.
Last time I do somebody a favor.
So he got beat a little bit.
Well, Nina's done Ron Jeremy, so
who hasn't?
Yeah, that's pretty much Ron Jeremy. That's who hasn't.
You sure about that? Hasn't. You really want to bet on that?
You're fired.
Damn, this itches.
All right. Nina. Like you said, Nina. I keep saying this. Nina Hartley is like the reigning queen of porn. She always will be. But Barbara Dare was the first one that I remember from seeing in multiple movies. So
Jameson doesn't rank on that list at all.
Jenna Jameson?
Yeah, I thought she's the queen.
No, to me, Nina Hartley's going to be the queen because she's done it the most, and she's figuratively and literally. So
true.
Where's my giggity? Yeah,
giggity, giggity, giggity,
giggity. So anyway, Tyler, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at the Facebook group. I'm almost always there, and I got the Peanut Butter Podcast, which I just did an episode a few days ago where we talked about Tom Green for 30 minutes. You can stomach that.
My mom always told me I was cool.
Yeah, Ryan, now.
Like, Ryan, don't insult Tom Green. He's a better person.
Ah, yeah. Gross, you sick bastard!
Yes. Okay, everybody. Final words? Tom?
I want to see a doctor.
Mecha?
Giggity?
Tyler?
Jaloja?
And for me?
I wonder who gave it to me.
So, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your Monday. If you're over the international date line, have a good morning Tuesday. So,
good morning.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're going to catch you next time.